Hi everyone, myself Dr. Amit, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today I am making a video for the students of class 10. The chapter I am covering today is a triumph of surgery. Triumph of surgery is a story about a dog and main characters of the story is Mrs. Pomfrey. Mrs. Pomfrey is a rich lady who is overindulgent. She has we can say that she has a great love for her dog. And then second character is Tricky. We will say that it's the central character. The whole story revolves around him. And the next is Mr. Harriot. James Harriot is a writer. He writes about his own experience with animals. He is a veterinary doctor, and in most of the story, you find that he had discussed regarding the experience he had while treating animals. So he is a very compassionate soul. He is a very compassionate person. He had a kind feeling for his dog, for animals, we can say. Here we find that the story moves around the dog Tricky. Tricky is a pampered dog. Pampered means what I mean to say, he is a overloved dog, and the love he is being given to him is a reason that leads him to be overweight. And you find that Mrs. Pumphrey, a rich lady, she loves the dog more than limit, and she overfeeds the dog. She gives him all sorts of nutrient-rich diet, as a result of which the dog has become overweight. And he seems to be a blotted sauces. Writer has used here blotted sauces, just like balloon, stuffed with something, blotted sauces. And he has a problem in moving. While he is walking, his stomach rubs on the floor, and his eyes are bloodshot. When one day the writer meets Mrs. Pomfrey, he expresses his surprise. What is the condition of the dog? Mrs. Pomfrey says, yes, his condition is not good. What can I do? I had understanding that he had weakness. So she was giving him some extra diet, Horlicks and other nutrient-rich food. Mr. Harriot understood well that condition is not good, and he is going to face problems. He was sure that he would get a call from Mrs. Pumphrey, and he was quite right. He got a call from Mrs. Pumphrey that her dog is not eating. He is quite lethargic. He is not eating. He is quite motionless. She expressed her seriousness. We find that immediately James Harriot comes and takes God to his hospital. Here we find that the parting scene when Tricky is being taken to hospital, it's a very emotional scene. Mrs. Pomfrey is very emotional. And actually this dog is not a simple dog, rather it is a very pampered dog. And he has a wardrobe. We can say that he has coats for wind, he has a very luxurious life. He had a bowl for lunch, bowl for breakfast. So he is living a very lavish life. As a result of which we see that he has become an overweight. Further point, what we see that Mrs. Pumphrey is very sad, and the whole staff, it seems that they are losing someone. And James Harriot takes Tricky to his hospital, where he has a pack of dogs, other dogs there. Tricky goes there in the beginning. In beginning days, Tricky doesn't show any sign of any sign of mixing with other dogs. Other dogs also did not take interest him. They took him to be an object. First they move around him, and when they found that it is not so interesting, they leave it. But gradually you find that Tricky is kept on a very disciplined diet. So the chapter says here that Tricky is taken to hospital where he is kept under a strict diet, a strict discipline, and as a result of which gradually he develops liking for eating. He becomes an accepted member in the gang of dogs. Actually, what happened that all the dogs have balls for eating, and he has also given a ball. We find that gradually he is now moving with. He starts eating. He develops love for it. He has become natural. He has got a natural surrounding, and he starts moving. And during he just stay in the hospital, Mrs. Pumphrey makes repeated call, inquiring about, and writer says yes, his condition is when he says that he's recovering. He is recovering. A special word has been used. The word is convalescing. That the word, a special word has been used. So we find that Mrs. Pumphrey starts sending eggs, brandy, all these things for what? For immediate recovery, fast recovery of a dog. Here we find that all the things sent by Mrs. Pumphrey become a part of the breakfast, and with that is of a writer and his servant, hospital staff. We find that writer it has become a ritual for writer to have some eggs, brandy in lunch, and he is enjoying. But very soon we find that no, he is no more able to control himself. He finds that Tricky is now normal. He is moving. He has become very fit. He has become active. He is moving quite swiftly. He understood that Mrs. Pumphrey would be very sad without her dog, as she loves her dog very much. So she makes a call to Mrs. Pumphrey. Pumphrey comes without any delay. A rich lady, she comes by a car stops, and she is very happy to see her dog. Her dog moves, her dog jumps to her. We find here that Mrs. Pumphrey, it's a very nice meeting of the long lost friends. It appears to be meeting of two long lost friends. And as Mrs. Pumphrey is very thankful to James Harriot. Oh, thanks, Detios. Really, it is a triumph of surgery. Actually, what we find further, it is not there is no surgery. It's a what? It is just a treatment. It is a treatment through what? That is a treatment given. No treatment, we can say, just he is held natural surrounding, and he is kept under a strict diet chart. So here you find that the title says triumph of surgery. What's the triumph? It's a triumph means victory. So triumph of surgery, it's a not surgery. It is a special kind of a special kind of natural care. So here you find the writer is not only a good veterinary doctor, rather he is also a very good human being. He has love for animals. He has understood that Tricky is not going to be normal if he continues to be with his owner. So he removes. So here the story teaches us a very nice thing. Nice theme देता है कि too much love is not good. Everything should be in balance. And we find that some of the children they are overfed. They are fed that they also become just like a blotted sauces. So here it is, the writer says that there is a need of carefulness in undertaking in intake of diet. सो ट्रिकी की कंडीशन के पीछे रेस्पॉन्सिबल क्या था भाई? ओवर लव। ओवर लव हैज, वो जब वो देखती है कि ही इज नॉट सो एक्टिव, उसको लगता है कि नो, इसको जो है ही हैज नो एनर्जी, ही इज वीक, ही रिक्वायर्स समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा, और उसको देने लगती है भाई इन बिटवीन डाइट, इन बिटवीन फूड, सी स्टार्ट्स गिविंग हिम व्हाट, हाई न्यूट्रिएंट फूड देने लगती है। द रिजल्ट ऑफ विच द डॉग क्या हो गया भाई? लेथार्जिक हो गया। His eyes are bloodshot. He was unable to move. He couldn't move. When he moved, it appeared that he was dragging a bag of flesh. He was overweight. James Harriot uh, gave him natural surrounding with other dogs. He was moving, he was jumping, he became an accepted member. Beginning में कुछ ने इसको like नहीं किया, but very soon they started and he became very happy. But what happened that Mrs. Pomfrey make repeated call, and finally there is a success, and success of what? Triumph of surgery. So children, इस चैप्टर को आप बार बार सुने and you will be highly benefited. And if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please subscribe it, so that, and don't forget to press the bell icon, so that as soon as I upload my video, you may get notification. And further, I am starting some more parts of the grammar and the literature of 10, 11 and 12. Thank you for watching.